I forgot to tell y'all how I found out that my husband's brother was actually his boyfriend.
That shit is hard. Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yes, let me get into it. So on the first day that my husband tried to talk to me, his brother was actually with him, right? It is so crazy how I even found out that they were actually together. Now, mind you, 7 whole years I was with this man. Me, him, and his brother, the kids would go on trips together. They would even go on solo trips by themselves. His brother was always around. Again, I didn't think anything of it because when I first met him, you know, they were together. I thought this was literally his brother for real. So my suspicions grew more intense when he started to get up to go to the restroom to talk to his brother. Why do you have to get up, you know, to go to the bathroom to talk to your brother, right? So one day he went to the bathroom, so I got up and I put my ear to the door, and he was like, "I love you, babe." So now at this point I'm like, wait a minute, you know, what's going on? Is a female in his phone as brother, or is he actually telling his brother, "I love you, babe"? Why are you telling your brother, "I love you, babe"? So I didn't mention anything about it, you know, because I wanted to do my proper research. Now, the second part of why I grew suspicion is because when he would come over, every time he would come over, we would have drinks and I would get extremely sleepy. Like, extremely sleepy to the point where I, you know, left them up to go to bed. So that was another red flag. Why am I always getting sleepy and they don't, you know, now mind you, wine and liquor, you know, certain wines do put you, you know, to sleep. But it was like, nah, am I being drugged? Oh, it gets deep, y'all. So his brother knows that my favorite wine is Stella Rosa. And if y'all want to send me some after this, because we all gonna need it. No. So when he would come over, he would bring Stella Rosa and he would, you know, go in the kitchen. You know, sis, I'm about to go in the kitchen, fix you something to drink, you know, so we could, you know, wine and dine. Okay. I never thought of it because this is his brother. And I have people that's saying, have you met his family? Yes, I met his family. I met his mother, sisters, his other brothers, and everything. Everyone was in on this, but I'm going to get to all of that. How I found out, you know, that they knew, you know, that he was gay, blase squads. I'm going to get to all of that.
She said everybody knew about what was going on. The entire family of the husband was aware that the so-called brother was his partner, but they all played along. So the family was in on this too. They were all aware. We gotta be careful out here, folks. Gotta be careful. Unless you're just part of the game, unless you just engage in that type of activity, then you absolutely have nothing to worry about.
So fast forward to when he came that night after I heard my husband on the phone saying, "I love you, babe." He came that night. He went in, you know, in the kitchen or whatever like that, to fix us some wine. So when he came out, you know, y'all, I had to play it cool. So I wasn't really I wasn't drinking the wine because I'm like, I'm staying up tonight because I got to figure this out. What is really going on in here, right? So you know, I was acting like I was drinking it, and then I went in the kitchen, and when I went in the kitchen, I pulled out that wine that I had in the refrigerator in there, went back. So now I'm drinking this wine, but I'm in my right mind because, you know, just like I said, I do believe that I was being drugged. Okay, so this particular time I did like I normally do. I acted like I was going to bed. I left them up because I was just trying to be as normal as possible. So I left them up together, and I went, I talked to my supposed to be brother-in-law. Oh my God, y'all, this is a mess. And I was like, brother, good night. I'm about to go to bed. I kissed my husband. I said, I'm about to, go to bed. I'll leave y'all two to it, So I went up, act like I was, getting ready for bed. So this particular night, I turned off everything upstairs because I'm trying to, really ear hustle at this time to see what's going on, y'all. So like a few hours went by. I don't even know how many hours, but a few hours went by, and something said, creep downstairs. Go downstairs. So I went downstairs. Good morning, y'all. I know y'all have been waiting. I am not a full-time content creator yet. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get myself together because I know y'all have been waiting. So I'll go ahead and jump into it. So I was, I walked downstairs, and as I was walking downstairs, I kept hearing, you've been said, you're gonna tell her. Why you ain't told her, you keep leading me on, why you didn't tell her? But it was in a tone as a sexual tone. It was like an aggressive sexual tone. So as I was walking down the stairs, they were talking to each other while having, okay, I don't know if I could say that on here, but hunching. They were getting it in good too. And the saddest thing about it was my husband wasn't even doing the bending. He was getting bent over, y'all.
You going too far, man. God damn.
I'm just lost for words because some of these things are not new. It's like we continue to hear these stories play out all the time, every day, all day, around the clock. And there's always something new about that story that makes it feel like you've never heard of something like this before.
Brother turned around and saw me. So at this point, I'm shocked. I'm trembling. My heart has stopped.
Your husband, he's the B-I-T-C-H. And yes, I know a lot of times when they put a little bit of accountability or responsibility on her and say, hey, it's got to be some signs. You may have seen some things. It's got to be something that you may have seen. Yes, it's possible that she may have seen some things. It's possible that she may have her convictions. It's possible that she may have thought, assumed, just like we all do, and like, okay, I don't understand why he's always here. I don't understand why my husband is always getting on the phone and getting in the bathroom and having to talk to his brother on the phone. Yes, it may have been something, but it is way different. Absolutely different when you are actually face to face. In real life, in real time, you are face to face with the actual act.
He didn't stop. He actually gave me a smirk, like you knew what time it was, but I did. So I went back upstairs.
Yes, you did.
And I cried. I know y'all probably saying, now you stupid. You gonna cry? Yes, I cried. And I questioned myself. Like, so I wasn't good enough. And it was just a bit much for me that whole night because he is the breadwinner. So I had to, think, what am I going to do? How... I already know y'all about to be mad at me, but I have to get back to work. I will try to finish this later on today if y'all are still interested. I know a lot of people have been waiting, but I do definitely have to get back to work. And also, I still want my wine and I want some lunch because I am very, very tired. And guess what, y'all? I set up a GoFundMe. If y'all pay my bills, I will walk off these people's jobs today and give y'all the whole story, and I will become.
And that's something you don't do, especially on social media. Haven't you guys learned? Why would you say a thing like that? And tomorrow when you get let go of your job, then you begin to wonder why or what happened. What did you do? Oh, my track record is good. I'm always on time at work. I never miss a beat. I'm always attending to patients. I'm always doing this. And then you get on social media and begin to cry wolf and forgot that you actually let yourself go by doing something like this. You're over here saying, yes, I did set a GoFundMe. Do you understand that these people, your HR and a whole lot of other entities at your job are actually going to see this video? If you're doing your side hustle, you're doing your side hustle, but do not be stupid about it. Now this right here, I don't know if she's actually, if she really have an actual job, then this is just stupid talk right here. Because this right here can get you fired that easy. You are not, you shouldn't be saying, oh, I know it's story time. Y'all want to hear this story, but hey, I set up a GoFundMe. If y'all pay my bills, I would just walk out this job right now. Oh, listen, do not be surprised when she comes back. Do not be surprised when she comes back on her TikTok letting us know that she's been let go of her job. At that point, let nobody cry wolf with her. We know why. Because you don't talk like this when you have a 9-to-5 or a real job where you're getting paid. You don't talk like this and expect you to still have a very good standing with your job, especially if they come across this video and hear you say these things. We've got to be smart sometimes. We really got to be smart. Can't be doing this. This is a self-inflicted wound right here. And hopefully it doesn't go deep. Hopefully this does not hurt her job. But most likely, we all know how these type of things play out. Now keep in mind, she's also doing this while she's on the clock. You're doing this while you are on the clock. You're not doing this while you are home. You're doing this while you're working and you're on the clock. As we can see, even if she is a nurse aide or a CNA and you go to people's home to take care of, different patients, still you are on the clock. You may not be in an actual facility of the hospital, but still you are on the clock. Either way it goes, she is wrong and she is actually violating. Hopefully the job does not come across this video where she may have caused herself a self-inflicted wound and now she don't have a job. with the way she's talking right now.
Full-time content creator. But no, for real, I did create me a GoFundMe. Do with it as you please. If not, I'm still going to tell the story. But I do want my wine and my lunch, y'all. I am tired. I love y'all and thank y'all so much for the ones that has been looking. All right. So after I went downstairs and I found having sex. The boyfriend, his brother, was turning my husband every which way but loose. So I went back upstairs. When I went upstairs, yes, I cried. I know y'all probably saying, girl, you was not black because the black sister would have tore that house up and down. Well, you never know what you would do in that moment. I went upstairs, I cried, I was mad, I was sad and angry. A few hours later my husband then came upstairs. And I had to play it off. Yes, I really played it off, and let me tell you why. So I've been knew that my husband has been cheating because his brother actually showed me proof and all that he been cheating. I was always told, if you're not going to leave, be quiet. So I was quiet. And not to mention, I'm not going to place the blame all on him because even though I knew that he was cheating, I was doing my thing as well. I'm not mad that he was cheating. I'm mad because he was cheating with his brother and I was also sleeping with his brother. So his brother was playing both of us. Yeah.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
There we have it. Now, she just told y'all that she was advised, if you're not going to leave, then be quiet. Now we see why she had to be really quiet and play along. Now it's all starting to make sense. Now it's all starting to reveal itself.
Yes, you heard it correctly. I was also sleeping with his brother as well. No, I did not know that the brother was gay. No, I did not know that my husband was gay.
Oh, sorry.
And there's also a possibility that her husband knows the brother's also cheating. That's the reason why he feels the need or feels less guilty of continue to engage in this act with the so-called brother under the same roof as you in his home. Because one would ask, even if a man cheats with a woman, cheating with a woman, you wouldn't do it in the home, let alone your so-called brother. Why is this activity always playing out under your roof? Not one time has she said anything about, they go over to his place. My husband is always out of the house and always telling me that he's always going over to his brother's house, or this activity was playing out in the hotel, that they're watching a game or having a game night at the hotel, or doing some other type of activity that can be participated in outside of the premise of the home. Not one time did she mention that, and one would question why that's the case. And as we can see, it's all starting to make sense. Why there's activities always playing out under the same roof in the home as she resides in as well. And the husband have no problem engaging in the same activity in the same home, where he never feels the need to, like, okay, we can go over to the brother's house and have this activity engaged, or make an excuse to go to a hotel or get an Airbnb or some other place other than your home. Now, it's either she's making the story up, as you can see, she just told you guys that she just raised or came up with a GoFundMe account. Why is that? Why do you need a GoFundMe account if you've got a job? Why do you need a GoFundMe account? If you're still living in the same house as your husband and you're also cheating on your husband with his brother, and your husband is also participating in his download activities, and you all are in the same cahoots of your activity, you're not leaving the house, you look good, you look like you eat very well, you're not suffering, why do you need a GoFundMe account?
The reason why I am so pissed off mad is because the whole 7 years that my husband and I have been together, I have never been pregnant. Now that I started sleeping with the brother, all of a sudden, I'm pregnant.
What did you say?
And I want to tell it, right? But I know that TikTok has a lot of restrictions because they have been trying to delete some of the videos that I have been posting. With that part, I would like to tell y'all the whole story unfiltered, but I don't think that TikTok will be the place for me to do so. If y'all know of a website or an app that I can use where I won't have to filter my words, then I would definitely do so. And when I say unfiltered, I mean telling everything. Y'all so messy, but I have time all weekend. I do not work this weekend, so I have time to tell the whole story on how, you know, me and my husband boyfriend ended up sleeping together. Now, the thing that I want to know is, do y'all want to know it all, or do y'all want to know it all? Good morning, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm going to go ahead and get straight to it. Since everybody want to play, we're going to play today. All right, Latanya, I'm going to go ahead and start with you. The fact that you sat in my face for 7 years and called me your sister-in-law, knowing that your brother been gay, the whole time is beyond me. Even when your brother told me not to let you in our house, I still took it upon myself to let you stay with us, and all you had was the pissy clothes that you brought with you. But we ain't gonna get into all that. But what I will say is, I know for a fact your husband is sleeping with your first cousin, Shay. Yeah, the one that you been to the club with just last Saturday, he's sleeping with. Oh, I bet you ain't knew that, but let's clock that tea. And nobody need to call him on here and say I'm doing too much, because everybody did too much. Ain't nobody been saying nothing when everybody was playing in my face, and I ain't knew nothing. Face for 7 years and called me your daughter-in-law, knowing that your son was gay. But instead of you telling him to be a real man, you protecting him. Everybody knew he was gay but me. And you knew that he had a boyfriend, and yet you didn't say nothing. But guess what? I'm about to tell, since everybody playing me for a fool, I'm about to tell everybody business today. Let's talk about how you, in the marriage for 26 years, believe your husband every other night, saying that you going to work. Is you sleeping with men half your age? You supposed to be a whole parole officer, but do they know that you sleeping with your clients? Oh, just like I said, I'm talking everybody see today. Hey! And Ja'Cory, my love, you could have told me. We talked about every single thing. But it's true what they say. Hurt people hurt people. And you wasn't happy with yourself, and you wasn't happy with being with.
Lord have mercy. This whole family is a mess. It's a shit show. Just as a whole. This whole family is a shit show. This whole family is an absolute Aditi party 2.0. These are the same kind of freaky acts that everybody got on the website. made videos, made money off of Diddy when Diddy's freak-offs was put out there in the clouds and online and in the atmosphere, and everybody was like saints, and like they have no idea this type of activities that people participate in goes on. Oh my God, this is so dirty and nasty, and everybody, well, like angels, and crucifying and criticizing and destroying Diddy all sort of way from the east, the west, the north, the south. And here we go. Here we go. Another Diddy party going on here. Just these ones have no fame or financial heights like Diddy. These were similar type of activities that y'all all came online, got clouts from, crucified Diddy, made him like this monster, or he's a freak, we never knew Diddy was a freak, and all that kind of stuff. And here we go, and so many more videos like this from a lot and plethora of individuals who come on TikTok and put the business out there online. But you all acted like, oh no, we do not engage in activities like this. We never knew that there were monsters and individuals like Diddy who did this type of stuff. Y'all were just saints and just clean and just the cleanest individual. We stay married and only participate in missionary activities. We don't have an idea of this. We are so not corrupt. We are so clean in our ways. Diddy was the only monster. Jay-Z was the only monster. Trump was a monster. Here we go. And on top of that, she wants to be rewarded by creating a GoFundMe.
But just like I said, you could have told me, my love. But since you didn't, we about to get down and dirty today.
Let's continue.
I'm pissed because how everybody knew I was in the lavender marriage but me. I'm hurt. I'm definitely not finished with you. You just told me how your daddy called you saying that he didn't think LaTanya was his because your mama had been cheating on him for years and think he didn't know. And the first time that you had me watch your gay porn, I asked you if you was gay, and you said no, it was just a fetish that you had. You talked me into pegging you, saying that this was my wifely duties to do, and you was gay all along. You didn't want my penetration. You wanted a man. Now that everybody's business getting put out, y'all want to blow me up. Nah, I'm at work. When the secrets was being kept, y'all ain't had nothing to say. So keep it that way.
Oh, boy. She's on a rampage, y'all. Who pissed her off? Yeah, I should have just left her alone. Somebody pissed her off. Whole family coming for her, and now she's burning the entire community down. Let's go ahead and take this whole building down. And that's exactly what she's doing. Yeah, I should have just left her alone. Just listen to the story. Especially when you all knew that you were participants of this whole activity some way, somehow. Consciously or unconsciously. Yeah, I should have just stayed in your own little lane. But no, somebody decide they want to piss off, and here she go telling y'all business. But how do you know all of this information? Everybody's information, but your intuition left you out of the notion that your husband was gay. Your intuition investigated everybody else out of your home, out of your premise, out of your own home. You knew about everybody else in the community. You knew about your husband's side of the family, the brother, and everybody else's business and what they've been doing the whole time you were married to your husband. But you had no inclination or no notion. That same weapon, intuition weapon you had, gave you no notion that your husband was engaged in this activity, and the reason why you have not been pregnant the last 7 years you've been with your husband. Which then goes back to, I think this whole story was made up. It's funny how women's intuition just seem to work on selective circumstances. And not all circumstances, all situation. Let's think about it for a minute. It's funny how her intuition, she knows everybody's business on the husband's side, in the community, everything outside of her home that she does not dwell in. But your husband that dwells with you in your home 24/7, the brother comes in the home. You have not been pregnant for 7 years. Your intuition did not, or your intuition decides not to operate in the most important place of your life or situations of your life. Rather, your intuition and your detective notions or your satellite decides to go everywhere else but you and your home, and the fact that your husband is gay, and the fact that your brother-in-law keeps coming to your home, and this is what is going on, and you're getting drugged because you're like Stella Rosa. You have not been pregnant for 7 years. Your intuition did not play a part as far as investigating why you have not been able to conceive a child for 7 years with your husband. However, you guys keep going to the hospital, I presume, and they keep telling you guys, oh, you're healthy, you're fine. Intuition. All of this detective satellite you got going on did not play no part in the most important aspect of your life, rather in the irrelevant things and businesses that does not concern you. It was very alert. Let's continue.
That way. And for the people that's asking me if I'm keeping the baby, I don't know. If it's my husband's, definitely not. If it's the boyfriend's, maybe, because he don't have no kids. And the fact that y'all had to drug me instead of just telling me that y'all wanted to be together is beyond me. And for the people that's calling me dumb for not leaving, where was I going to go? Now, granted, him and his family, you know now, so I have no choice but to leave. But again, I do not know where I'm going, but I'll figure it out. Y'all, this is just too much for me today. And y'all can stop blowing up my phone. I'll be a fool to meet y'all anywhere. I ain't dumb. Happy Saturday, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and give y'all a quick update. So, when my husband came home last night, we talked. I will go into detail what we talked about. Well, y'all already know what we talked about. I have not talked to his boyfriend yet, but I have talked to him, nor did I talk to the family. He is about to take me to lunch.
Did y'all see that? She said, hubby taking me out. Let's hear what you got to say about this. I am so curious.
Don't judge. And I will tell y'all how that goes. Yes, I am at the house. Again, I do not have any family here, so I have to do what I have to do for the time being. I am not saying that I am staying with my husband. I am just saying that he's taking me out so that we can sit and talk some more. Also, I am going live again later. I'll probably say around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you was on my live last night, it was really, really juicy. It probably was too juicy. If you was on my live last night, please give me your feedback. Should I keep going? Do I need to slow it down? Was it too juicy? Was it too spicy? Was it not enough spice? I want to hear from y'all. I fixed myself up today because I'm going out with the hubby. Good morning, y'all. I know I promised y'all a live last night, but I was not up to it after we left the concert. So, quick update. Me and hubby are on the way to church. He was basically telling me how if I want to leave him, we need to, take the proper, way out. And basically he was telling me how God frowned upon divorce. So he said that we need to go to church together, and as his wife, I have to be submissive and do everything that he tells me to do. So we are currently getting ready.
Oh, he only frowned upon divorce, but the lifestyle that they engaged in. God, this is insane. This is ridiculous. Somebody help me here.
So he said that we need to go to church together, and as his wife, I have to be submissive and do everything that he tells me to do. So we are currently getting ready to go to church. I do not feel like people looking at me.
All right, I think we've heard enough, and I think she's actually, this is the end of the video here. Overall, I think she made the story up. This was a good content. I think she just wanted to gain some clout. She just figured another avenue to gain online clout and made up the story, which actually does sound like a really good movie, actually, if you ask me. It's really, really a good movie. I think she made it up. This was a whole big DDRG Party 2.0, if you ask me. So talked about how the husband had said God frowned upon divorce, but God also frowned upon adultery, fornication. He frowned upon a whole lot of other things that she did not mention that they were engaged in whole time. At the end of the day, I just based on some things that I'm hearing that just don't sound very logical, which is not allowing me to take a really 100% serious. I just think she crafted a movie here, of which she did a very good job at it. I'm gonna give her props for it, give her flowers for it. She crafted a very good movie. She wrote a very good script, verbally online. This can actually be a movie, and she did a very good job. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Anyways, good story. I think somebody should take this and run with it into a movie script. Will really be a good movie if they have good actors, good characters who can actually play this. Actually, I really do think so. But anyways, you guys stay blessed. I love you guys. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please continue to visit my channel. We got more stories like this coming your way. Thank you and have a blessed day.